Hey guys, my name's Justin and welcome to Hellsboro, where we care about the design behind designer luxury. And if you do, make sure to subscribe. No, I wanted to do that. Whatever. So for today's video, I wanted to talk about something a little unhinged, a little crazy. I've been seeing some bags recently that are just cuckoo bananas, and I love it, and I'm here for it. But basically, I want to talk about some of the most unhinged bags I've seen right now. Every time I snort when I laugh, instantly as soon as it happens, I'm like, say ooh, because then it reminds me of Wendy Williams on The Masked Singer when she's like, here we go, and then she goes, oh, whoop.
And guess what? No one opens the door.
So when I say unhinged bags, what I mean is, yes, it can be the form, material, most likely a combination of a lot of different aspects, but it's just, you know, if you were to see someone carrying that bag, you'd do a double take and be like, are they okay? Yeah, they're okay. Something like that, right? So that's the vibe I'm trying to go for with this video. Let's dig in. So this first bag, I think some people would actually know about this one. It went viral. It was all over social media for a little while back. A little while back. Yeah, that's fine. But it's the Coperni glass swipe bag. This bag is insane to me. It's $3,500. It's made out of glass, and it's like bespoke, so it's custom made to order. And like the turnaround time is like 8 to 10 weeks is what they say. This is kind of the vibe I'm going for, right? Like, okay, why would you carry a glass bag that you could break? You can see all your stuff, and it's like this big. You can't put anything in there. Like, who in their right mind would get something like that? Me. I mean, I can't because I'm broke now. But yeah, so that's the vibe we're going for. So, next bag. So I know we've been seeing this trend of like puffer bags, like inflation, all these like oversized kind of proportions for bags, but this next bag I think takes it kind of to the next level. I don't even know if it's the next level up, but maybe the next level like that way. And it's Marshall Columbia's Magnolia purse. I feel like if you asked a kid to draw what a purse would look like, this is exactly what it would look like in those colors. Like, they have some simple colors of it, but the ones that caught my eye are like, there's an orange and pink one, there's green and blue, there's just insane colors. So what's crazy to me about this bag is that, yes, it has this like puffy like pouch part of it, but then it has like tufting as if it's like a sofa. That's not even the craziest part. There's some dangly bits too, like a little dangly bits. There's like a dangly like rope thing that is no, let me just stop using the word dangly. There's also what they call a knotted crossbody strap. It looks basically like a stylized like rope kind of detail that you can use for your crossbody wear. But then to me, what's kind of the most crazy thing about this is that it has a top handle, but then the top handle is also inflated, and like I've seen people holding this bag, and like when they hold it, they're holding it like this big. Like the handle is huge. I realize that me doing this maybe is not appropriate. But that's what I'm talking about. It really takes the whole idea of like maximalism to the max. Like, it's this tiny little top handle that has a crossbody, but then there's not a part of this bag, there's no detail on it that doesn't have something extra. And like, it's done in a way that it doesn't feel over-designed because it feels very purposeful. So it actually, I think it actually works in the end. This next bag I wanted to talk about is from Ottolinger, the German brand, and it's called the Signature Ceramic Bag. Okay, first off, I'm pretty sure the bag is not ceramic. Okay, I just checked. It's made out of recycled polyurethane fibers. I don't necessarily know what that means, but I've seen someone who has it. It's not like that it's squishy, but there is a softness to the plastic in a way, if that makes sense. Specifically after, like, longer periods of wear. I don't want to call it a gumminess because that sounds gross. I mean, look at this bag. I think the intention is that it's supposed to look like handmade ceramic or something like that. So it does look imperfect. It does look a little bit grotesque. It looks a little gross, which is like, I would say is not my favorite kind of detail, but there's something about this bag. The girls who get it, the girls who don't, and that's kind of the whole thing. I want to say I get it, but on the other hand, like, it doesn't have any sort of other way to carry it. It just has like these like big plastic handles on top. So it is a top handle bag, which is fine, but it's not my style. Now if you had a crossbody strap, oh, I would rock that thing. Just this weird ugly little bag that just looks like a ball of clay that you like press down and you just threw on your body. You're like, oh yeah, that is an accident. This next bag, I would say, is a little like subtle compared to these other ones, which is saying a lot because I still think this bag is cuckoo, like it's crazy. It's from MM6, the diffusion line from Margiela. Okay, so you're looking at it now and you're like, okay, Justin, what's so crazy about it? It looks like a camera bag with a crossbody strap with a little like design on the bottom. I get you like structured bags, but who cares? Like, it's just like one detail. Magically go through the next photos on the website so that you can see this. So this bag is actually a series of 3 bags that's meant to fit together like a puzzle. I don't think it connects or anything, but the idea is like if you have all 3 bags, you can put them together and make a large rectangle. I don't know about that. I do love that, like, any of these bags, honestly, but when you use these bags, it's kind of just like a subtle strangeness that exists, but then if you have all 3 of them, you just throw them together and make a rectangle out of them. I love that concept. I think it's so out there. There's just something magical about it, and I love that it's from MM6, so it's a little bit more accessible. It's a little bit of a more friendly price point. I don't know why I like leaned in, like, oh yeah, it's more friendly price point. This video is not sponsored. That being said, because it's such a good price point, it means that you can, you know, if you have the money to buy all 3 of them, you can like layer them and just look like a crazy person. And then whenever someone's like, what are you wearing? You can be like, say less. And then you just put them on whatever surface is nearby and show them the rectangle and be like, I actually love this bag idea because it reminds me of, well, sure, let's talk about this bag. So this next bag I want to talk about is from Praying. I have talked about this brand before in my like, I think I did like a Y2K style bag video, and they have this like little, just like shoulder bag that says like God's favorite on it. But that's not what we're talking about. What I want to talk about is a bag that they have that's actually 2 bags. So this bag is called the Friendship Heart bag. So similar to the MM6, the idea is that these 2 bags, they're sold together, but they go together, and then you can actually split up the bag so you can have one for you and one for your best friend. Sure, the concept of it is just kind of cute. You've seen like little heart necklaces that you split with your like best friend, but to me what's like crazy on top of like the fact that A, you get 2 bags for 1, which I'm like, that's a great deal, and it's a really fun shape because it's a heart, but then you take it apart, it's not super recognizable. But when you look at the front of this bag, one bag says, you matter, and the other bag says, don't give up. But then when you put the bag together, it says, you don't matter, give up. Great advice. Oh my God. Maybe not the best message. Hold on. I don't know how to talk about this. Who thought of that? I want to meet them. They're probably fun at parties. I don't know. Okay, next up, I want to bring it back to MM6 Margiela. I don't know if you guys know this part about me. I love McDonald's. I love McDonald's. I love getting whatever meal, and you have your fries or whatever, and then for dessert, getting their apple pie. So this bag is called the Packaging 6 bag. And if you're familiar with the McDonald's apple pie packaging, you'll recognize this bag. I don't know why I'm like doing this. Is it even here? Let me know in the comments. Is it here? The fact that there's a bag that's shaped with the apple pie packaging from McDonald's. I know there's other places that use it, but for me, that's the most iconic like reference that I can think of. It's not even like a small pouch or anything. It's huge, and I love it. I almost want to buy it just to see how many apple pies from McDonald's fit in there. I'm sure there's probably like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6. If you have this bag, I will pay you to get apple pies to see how many fit in there. Let me know. I'm here to support you. Alright, so I think I saved, I don't want to call it the best for last, but it's definitely out there. This bag is from Thom Browne. Thom Browne is known for suiting, tailoring, but then if you've seen one of the more popular bags that they make. It's called the Hector bag, and it's a little Dachshund, whatever it's called, a little hot dog. This bag, let's just look at it. So this bag is called the Pebble Grain Leather Lobster Backpack. Basically, if you buy this bag and you put this bag on your back as the good Lord intended, you have a lobster that's just riding along, going on adventures with you. And I think that's so magical and amazing, but also I can't imagine the amount of stares that you would get wearing this bag. Even in somewhere like New York, where I think people are more used to people dressing a little crazy, but like in anywhere where like crazy fashion isn't maybe so, I don't even want to say normalized, but it's just like people ignore it, like if they're not into it. I know you would just like be getting stares as you walk down the street going to get your McDonald's. Okay, also, McDonald's, if you want to sponsor me, that'd be great. I think one of the standout things about Thom Browne is that for this bag, it's a very kooky shape. It's a lobster that you just throw on your back. But then even just from the pictures, you can tell like the quality of craftsmanship and material that's used. And the price definitely reflects that. But this bag is very well made in this really funny shape. It's a great juxtaposition of like high fashion lowbrow, where it's like this like corny little joke of having a lobster on your bag made with like some of like the best materials around, you know? Like that's hilarious. I also think it's really cute because the proportions, it makes it look almost like an isopod. So it looks like an isopod. I think like isopod, like pill bugs, that shape is like really cute, but then they just throw in some lobster claws. I don't know. I am not really the kind to like wear backpacks every day unless it's like to the gym or something like that. But like this bag is like changing my mind. I'm so ready to get stares on the street. But yeah, so those are some of the most unhinged bags that I've set my sights on right now. I hope you found these as like beautiful and strange as I did, or at least interesting to look at, you know? But let me know in the comments if you have any of these, if you like any of them. I mean, obviously when I make these lists, it's because I love everything that I'm putting on these lists. But like a little part of my soul is like, man, I wish I was not broke right now after spending like too much money on like all that junk behind me. Like a lot of them are actually a pretty decent price. So like if you want to get like something funky that you want to just try out and like have fun with, I think some of these bags would be a great opportunity for that. That is all I have for you today. So if you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. It lets me know that you like this kind of content and that you too care about the design behind design and luxury. Until next time, is that unhinged? I guess it's a hinge, huh? We're gonna eat McDonald's.